This city is awesome. Come here, seriously.
Thinking about possible money sources can get quite frustrating, especially when you get caught in a never-ending circle of I could try this, and I could improve it with this, this and this. Wow, that would take a lot of time I don't have. Maybe I should try this other thing. Oh, and I could improve it with this, this and this, and so on. There's the other version of I tried this, and I even did this, this and this. How could this possibly not work out? I'm such a failure. Oh, I mustn't think like this. I could try this, and I could improve it with this, this, and this. I could try this. Wow. And I could improve it. As horrible as it is to get stuck in these thought loops, it's even nicer to get distracted by a new experience you didn't really expect.
I arrived in Montpellier yesterday. It was actually the first time that I arrived by daylight and still had something left of the day. And it only took me 3 hours to get there, probably because there were no mountains in between. I arrived here with high expectations because my friend Armin had told me that Montpellier is a very alternative city with a lot of young people and a lot of artists. So when I arrived here, I looked around and I thought, what the hell? Where did you lead me? This is boring. This is some tiny little town with nothing really to look at. It just looked more like a village than an actual city. But then I parked Hermes and thought, okay, let's give it a try and just look around because I have to stay anyway. And as soon as I arrived in the inner part, in the center of the city, at first it still looked like, very old buildings, very narrow streets, and it all looked pretty nice but not very exciting. But then I started to notice all the shops around. The shops were a lot of vegan food, and there were a lot of shops that had the word création in it. So basically the place is filled with shops that are called something with creation or creator or creating. And then I saw the life that was going on there. I have to say it was a Sunday and there were quite a lot of people, and quite a lot of people who spoke English as well. And all of a sudden I started to realize how many skaters there were, how many artists that were sitting on the street just selling books or their handcrafted stuff or making music. They were just sitting there selling stuff and nobody complained about it. You could never do that in Vienna. Yeah, it's affordable too. I just sat down at a cafe, had some sort of baguette and cheesecake and a cup of tea, 2 cups. And I was surprised it only cost me about 5-6 euros. This is really cheap compared to the rest of France that I've seen so far. You can get crêpe here for 2 euros. That's amazing. Yeah, I haven't seen that in Nice or Marseille. There were a lot of creative people, and at some point there was a guy riding a unicycle. You just see very freaky stuff in there, so I got really excited about that. And I actually managed to talk to somebody for a change, because there was a young guy carrying wooden boards, and I asked him if I could help him because he was struggling a lot with it. So I helped him and he told me a lot about himself. I'm actually about to have an interview with him to have another About Wings special. So Alexander was really nice and really interesting as a person and as an artist. Yeah, and in the evening I went to a gay bar, and I didn't expect much, to be honest, because it was Sunday night, and I went in there and it was packed full. It was so confusing actually. I talked to somebody a bit later in the bar, and he told me that there's clubbing going on all week long. It's such a vibrant city. It's the city with the youngest population of France. I've heard yesterday. There are mainly students here, and you can feel that. It's like you can feel the bohemia that you're looking for in France. I will definitely come back because it's absolutely amazing here and I absolutely love it. And I have one big problem because I don't speak French. I've never been interested in French. But I think I need to learn it now because I really love this city. And I've only been here for one day. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I didn't want to leave last night. And I really wanted to get to know people. That's probably why I finally managed to talk to somebody. This city is awesome. Come here, seriously. If you're into art and cool people and an almost medieval town with really narrow streets where you can find hardly any cars, come here. It's amazing. Okay. And there's somebody. He did see me. Everybody could see in here right now. And he didn't see me. Just in case you wanted to know what it sounds like when it's pissing down on your van.